Like, how do you know when to accept and when to reject?
Depends on whether you need the money.
Welcome to another episode of Stuck in Design. Each week, we pose questions to three founders, Donn, Jieyu or Tze, who run award-winning design agency, Stuck. They'll share with us tips and lessons on design, creativity, and business. Without further ado, let's get into it.
Actually, from hearing the answer, I kind of want to branch into like other things, but I think maybe we keep it to within like design briefs, I guess.
Because you can go anyway. I think
yeah, but then it will kind of like lead to a lot of questions about like how do you, as a designer, how do you kind of mitigate such things? Do you just kind of reject, client projects that you don't see yourself aligning with, or is it always a bad idea to take on such briefs? Like how do you know when to accept and when to reject?
Depends on whether you need the money.
No.
Sometimes it's that like you really don't like the brief, or you don't see that there's a good synergy with the client. Then you may just really take it because of the money. But in all honesty, whenever we've done that in the past 10 years, it has never turned out good. It's never turned out good, meaning that like maybe the client might still be happy, but yeah, because sometimes you can still deliver to point, right? And the client is still happy, but you would feel a certain like, why am I doing this, right? And that happens also for the team. If you run a team, for example, like us, right? Then if the values don't match with what the teammates believe in, then they would be just really executing it. And we have projects like that, and sometimes it might occur because we either were thinking that this is kind of maybe too big an opportunity to pass up in terms of like beefing up a buffer for the revenue of the company, or we thought that the client was cool and was aligned, but in actual running of the project it turns out that it isn't the case. Then for us, we take it that like, hey, these few team members who are running for us are just tanking it for the moment. Right, and we appreciate that, and we try to get them onto better projects.
Thanks for joining us today on Stuck in Design. See you next week for more tips on design, creativity, and business.